All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the 46th episode of the Next Man Up podcast. Today we have both NBA and NFL topics. I'm kind of excited, happy that the NFL is starting back up. We're getting some more stuff to talk about. Off season was pretty dry, but things are starting to pick back up. But today we're just gonna start with the NBA and Giannis's comments. I'm gonna read that off, and then I'm gonna ask the panel what they think. I don't know where Max is right now, but I'm assuming he'll be back. And
I ain't gonna
Tom.
lie.
So
We need like a hold on. We need like a hold on. What the hell? My bad. We need like a intro video or something. Intro video, intro music. Because we gotta start coming into the episode with more energy. I feel like that's what I feel like. You gotta come in
We need
a
a
lot more
song.
energy.
We need a beat.
Yeah, bro. But we gonna have to work on that. But I just want to say it before we even get started.
cringe
You gotta
man,
come in with
cringe
some more
man,
energy,
cringe
bro.
man. What
How's
a
that
cringe
cringe?
guy.
Anyways,
Just
yeah,
cringe,
I don't know what
bro.
Matt's gonna
We
play.
had an
Go ahead, read,
intro.
go ahead, read that. We
We
had an
had an
intro,
intro.
but it was actually crazy. We can't keep using that because it was very graphic.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, well,
Nah, that shit was
man, that
graphic,
was that
bro.
was when that was when this show was.
I might put it in here. I might put it in here like just so y'all can see it. But it was a graphic. It was a
Yeah,
graphic intro. It was
it was
crazy.
crazy. That's when that show was unhinged, man. It was a lot of stuff going on. It was very fun, very fun. But anyways, I'm just read y'all Giannis's comments. So I would not be the best version of myself if I don't know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going for a championship. Everybody's going to sacrifice time away from their family like I do. And if I don't feel that, I'm not signing. So how do you guys feel about that?
Hold on. Guys, can I please start this out? Like, it's completely regular and normal for a star to be thinking like this. I'm sorry. Like, to not weigh out every option is crazy. Like, it's just the fact that everyone's thinking this in their head. It's just the fact that they're not bringing this up because they don't want to alarm anybody. Giannis has been doing this. He's been honest. He's been talking about, like, where he could be, couldn't be in a couple years. Like, I think this is what every star, every player thinks about, right? You're going over every option in your head, right? For whatever reason. Money, family, winning, whatever. Giannis is just putting it out there. So, I mean, I guess it's good and bad for the Bucks because now they know where his head's at, but they also know where his head's at, so now it can get him nervous. But yeah, I don't know. I think like Giannis saying it, it's just kind of like there's no way you can just be sitting in Milwaukee happy with your situation all the time, right? Like it's not this amazing, right? It's not like a Miami or LA or New York, right? You're not getting all this. You're not getting this income tax. Other teams could maybe pay you whatever, more, give you a better deal, longer deal. And you could also go to a better team poised to win. Like there are better opportunities like other places, and it would be crazy to not explore those opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's in a bad situation, though, honestly.
No,
Well,
he is.
But
hold on.
you're
Let's
lying.
really
You're
look at
lying.
it though.
It's not better. There's definitely better options.
Let's really look at it. Let's really look at it honestly. How long is the Bucks championship window actually though? Because
A year,
one,
The last
I
year.
mean, everybody's
this
getting older.
is the last year.
This the
This is
last
last
year.
year. They have the oldest roster in all of basketball. Brooke Lopez.
I might push it one more year.
and-
I might do two because
Okay.
maybe Giannis can backpack a little bit more.
Okay, but look though, we just saw that interview where Drew Holiday was talking about retiring. He said this is his last contract. Drew Holiday
This
talking
is a
about
TikTok,
retiring.
guys, by the way.
What I'm just saying, Drew
You
Holiday talking about
you can tell by
retiring.
your face, man,
Why-
when you're about to
Why,
TikTok.
what are you? Can you let me? Are you gonna let me like finish what I was saying?
My bad, my bad.
Anyways,
It's just
uh,
when you do that stupid
Drew
voice
Holiday,
and that face.
Drew Holiday. I'm not in a voice. I'm just trying to finish what I was saying. Drew Holiday is talking about retiring. Curtis Middleton is coming off an injury where he didn't look the same. He was okay in the playoffs, but and then Giannis is what? Giannis is about 30 now. His game is predicated on athleticism. If he's
28,
Giannis not 30, 29,
28,
he's
27.
28. What is he? 28?
He should be 20.
I'll say Giannis probably has like 5 or 6 more seasons of playing at his peak level, where then after that I can see a drop off because his game is predicated on athleticism. He has to develop some more skill, and it'll make his career a lot longer. But I feel like this current situation in Milwaukee is not going to last that long. They don't have a lot of talent on the roster. They're very, very old, and I feel like he's not going to be able to backpack them to championship appearances and stuff like that too much longer. So I feel like he's probably gonna play out one more season, and then he's either gonna request a trade or they're gonna trade him, or like I think how many years does he have until he's a free
Two.
agent? What is it? Two more.
Two.
So this is the time for the extension. Yeah, for sure.
Listen,
I could possibly see one or two things. I think the main idea is like Giannis is as a player. I don't think his peak is going to be that much longer. Probably like 4 or 5 more seasons because he started late. He really didn't hit his peak till like 2018. Is when he started coming to prime form. But yeah, this team championship window is closing very, very fast, and so they got to make a move
like
or something.
5 years ago.
What you mean?
You said he didn't come into his peak till late. He was 23.
Yeah, no, he was 23, but like other players, other rookies got like started off really, really like in the rookie season. It was good. Giannis was like more so like a project player.
Raw as hell.
Really, really raw, really raw.
As hell.
But
Like,
you got to take into. I'm not trying to argue with you, but you got to take into consideration like the growth spurt. His game literally changed like when he got the growth spurt and added size and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But he was still young, like 23.
but I'm saying like he didn't come into the game like killing real early. Like
I actually say 2017. Let's say 2017 to be honest.
Wasn't they the AC like 2018? The year that LeBron backpacked to Cleveland, that was AC, right? Or am I tripping? Or is that no? That was Indiana. But they lost
his first.
The year before that, they were better. They just had a bad 2018 season, but the year before that, they were better. That was the year they faced Chicago. They had faced Toronto in the first round and lost in like 5.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I just feel like I get the notion
that the first time Giannis has done this stuff.
What? Okay, if this is not right, like if this is alarming, sound the alarms, whatever, get nervous. Where do y'all think that Giannis could end up? I guess besides the Knicks. The Knicks are the easy number one guess.
The easiest option, the easiest answer is the Knicks. But the wild card answer, the wild card answer is the Lakers. Because in 2 years, the Lakers, 9 times out of 10, will have the space for another max player. They're already going to have potentially a top 10 player there, Anthony Davis. If you just add Giannis to that mix, plus everybody else, that's looking like a team to compete.
I don't see that happening. Just like Giannis as
wild card.
Giannis as a person. As
he not going
Giannis
to LA?
as a person. Bro, you don't remember the comments he made?
He's
Like
looked at Dallas. He's looked at Dallas. He's looked at Miami. He's looked at the Warriors. Why would he not go to the Lakers?
I agree. LA.
I'm just saying,
Giannis could be LA. Like,
do you not remember? I know. Like KD, him joining AD, him joining AD because I don't think Brown will be there. At maybe possibly I don't know, but him joining AD is not the same as KD joining the Warriors. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is, you don't remember the comments that he made a few years ago when he was talking down on KD for joining that team.
That was last season, bro.
That was last season, and that was a joke. That's one.
It was
every joke has truth to it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Two, again, he's talked about possibly going to Dallas with Luka. He's talked about going to Miami with Bam and Jimmy, and he's talked about going to the Warriors with Steph Curry. Him going to the Lakers is literally the worst out of those 4 options. So that whatever you about to say don't even make sense, bro.
I think
I don't know.
Miami makes sense because Miami will always be a free agent. I think if it's Golden State, it's a last ditch effort. You know what I'm saying? Like Golden State's trying to throw all their chips on the table.
That would be Steph Curry at 37 years old.
I'm saying like it's like Steph Curry's off, Draymond and Clay are already probably gone or off. Giannis is at, you know what I'm saying? Like they're going everything balls to the wall with that. But I do think LA and Giannis obviously would be super fun to have in that front court. I only just like, what are you going to trade? Like, are they going to give up what?
You don't got to trade. You don't have to trade for your.
Oh, your free agency. You're saying
Lakers would literally have cap space to sign.
I think Milwaukee's got to know that, and they're going to trade him somewhere. So I think to get some sort of return
if he plays out the contract and leaves freely on some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shit, he can just leave. He can just, all right, I'm out of here. Even if they want to perform a sign and trade, they're just taking back whatever Lakers want to give them. They have no choice but to take back whatever the Lakers want to give them in a sign and trade.
Yeah, if they trade him next year, right? Next summer, right? Terrible year this year.
Next year, then the spots have to be either Miami, New York. Or Dallas.
Brooklyn?
No.
Why would you go to Brooklyn? Listen,
Brooklyn?
I think
besides Jalen Brunson. No, I take that back. New York's got
the Knicks had the pieces. The Knicks had the pieces to get him. Obviously, that's why everybody say he's the picks.
Julius Randle and 4 first-round picks is You probably just need one more player to go along with that. You probably throw in like a quickly or
Josh Hart
Graham.
or Quentin Grimes. Josh Hart or Quentin Grimes.
I ain't gonna lie, you probably need like 5.
That deal is
To be honest, you probably need like 5 or 6. Probably need like 5.
Yeah, that Rudy Gobert trade.
Whatever deal that you were gonna give for Embiid, you give to Giannis. Like whatever deal.
No, because Giannis is not as injury prone, and Giannis is a lot more reliable.
That doesn't matter
in the playoffs.
Why
doesn't matter? And he's younger than him.
Those little nuances don't matter in the trade aspect of things. Joel Embiid is a top 5 player, is an MVP. The floor for that is going to be at least four first round picks and like a Julius Randle type of player in Philly. One more first round pick is not going to sway the deal on getting Giannis. So you might as well have just taken the 4 first round picks and Julius Randle. Like that one extra pick won't mean nothing. That's why I says it's a waste of an asset to give up another first round pick. Like it's not.
Also, I also want to say like the idea that the Lakers couldn't get him. I don't know what Jaden. Why did you say that? Like the Lakers have the history of getting the best players. Why did you say he wouldn't go there?
Dummy. I didn't say they couldn't get him.
He said it on some hating. He said it on some hating shit. On some he's teaming up with a star shit, but failed to realize that him going to the Warriors would be him teaming up with a star. Him going to Miami
any destination he's going is going to be teaming up with a star. Like literally, like
no matter what.
So,
LeBron might be gone.
Yeah, that's true.
LeBron might be gone, so it's pairing up with him and AD.
And then Giannis, I think Giannis like has the personality to be in a big. He has the personality to be in a big market or whatever.
Yes,
like he's really marketable. He's known around the whole entire world. He's a funny personality and like.
He's loved.
Giannis plus LA just makes like perfect sense to me as far as the optics of it and anything like that. So I think
would you be a Laker fan at that time?
I already said whatever team LeBron retires is where I'm going to be residing.
So. Wait, hold on. Okay. Whatever team LeBron retires with is the team you're sticking with until whatever.
Yeah, and don't be like, yeah, if he goes to the Sacramento Kings for a day with LeBron. No, not that, bro. No.
No. Like I'm asking, like if LeBron goes and follows Bronny and actually like goes and plays for a team,
he'd still be a Laker fan.
I'm not.
Anthony Davis is still there.
Yeah,
like if LeBron plays a year in Sacramento.
No, bro, no, I'm not. Man, I'm not a Sacramento fan. No, that's not what I meant, bro. And then I've been watching the Lakers. I've been watching the Lakers for like the last 4 years since he's been there. So I mess with Cleveland too. Every place LeBron really be besides Miami is I've been a fan of. So yeah, I'm gonna stay with the Lakers for sure until LeBron is back.
It's not the first time Giannis has done this shit. The last time he said this shit, that's when they traded for Drew Holiday, and that's when he signed the extension. You feel me? So it's like he's just trying to put pressure on. But this time the pressure not going to work because they already wasted their assets and their time.
Yeah, I'm about to say
the first time around. Now it's just
they don't have any
minimal. They can do minimal things, but you can't make a big splash trade.
And that's the thing. There's nothing minimal that will help them. Like Drew Holiday is not going to fetch you back what you think you're going to need to compete. Neither is Chris Middleton.
But I'm not even saying
that. Wasted money signing back Brook Lopez for this 1 year. Hopefully they do something.
Do they still have Grayson Allen?
Huh?
They still have Grayson Allen?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about like trading Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton. But I'm saying like minimal. You trade like Grayson Allen in a first or a second for like a role player. Like
they don't got no first or seconds.
They have to have something.
They don't got nothing that they can trade in the next like 3 years. Damn near.
Yeah, the Bucks are cooked.
Remember, they just traded their last 5. They traded their last 5 second-round picks for Jay Crowder.
All right, so wait, was it worth? I know we're getting off topic. Was it worth?
Jay Crowder is so crazy.
It's always worth it if you come out with a ring.
Yeah, I agree.
You come out with a ring, especially in a small market. It's always worth it if you're in a small market. What you about to say?
So, Q, you said the Lakers, right?
Yeah, on some wild card out left field.
I don't think that's a wild card though.
Chief, what was your team? Was your team the Lakers too?
No, I wasn't gonna say Lakers. I was gonna say Dallas to pair up with Luka. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Dallas is like the seamless fit.
Yeah, I think they games fit together.
What's my guess?
Max, what would be a good landing spot for you? To be honest?
I mean, like what's good and what's gonna happen. Like I think New York gets Joel Embiid or Giannis. One of the two is gonna go to New York. I don't know. I guess a good landing spot. Miami. I think Miami would be a good landing spot.
They're not. They're about to trade for Dame and have no flexibility. I don't think they're going to.
But the Dame trade hasn't happened yet. So until it happens, I guess I'll switch. But
I also don't like the fit. Why we say Miami? Because him and Jimmy Butler is a terrible fit.
Defensively, it's a nightmare.
And him and Bam Adebayo is also a person I feel like a terrible fit just because they're not going to be a
can't shoot. I guess fit whatever, but I'm saying more like where I think he's going to end up. I think Miami's going to pull the trigger on someone. I'm not saying the Lakers hesitant to, but I don't know if LeBron's going to be gone. And I don't think Giannis goes there if LeBron's still there. So I don't see Golden State doing it. Maybe Dallas if Kyrie's out, but Kyrie's still there for another 4 years. So I don't know.
You think Bron is going to be there as a 41-year-old, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, do we think LeBron was going to be here this year?
You cannot count that man out.
Do we think 41, bro?
LeBron has 2 more years.
LeBron is never going to ever. He's never going to not be a top 25 player. I want you to understand that. LeBron James going to retire from basketball still being a top 25 player in the league.
I believe we said that about Tom Brady. I believe that we
and he's retired as a top 5 quarterback in the league.
No, he didn't.
Wait. What?
Well,
oh, yeah. Wait.
What are we talking about? No.
No, he didn't. No, he did not. No, he did not. No, he did not. He was not top 5. Well,
no.
Basically,
I agree. He was actually.
His last year was 2022, right? Tom Brady's last year was 2022.
He wasn't good.
First year in the Buccaneers, Tom Brady was a top 5 quarterback.
Yes.
The very next year, he had a better year than that, was a top 5 quarterback. Yes. His last year was a bad year.
Yep.
Cool.
So he wasn't top 5. He didn't leave top 5.
And I said,
he wasn't top 10.
And
no, he was not top 10. He was not top 10.
Off of one season, no, he was top 10, but it's not last season though. What are we
doing, bro?
No.
You gonna tell me Geno Smith is better than Tom Brady, bro? Like, come on, like, what are we doing?
That's
last year,
bro.
But one season alone, yes, but
last year by itself, and
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's assume though Tom Brady was playing this year, you wouldn't have Geno Smith over him though. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
All right.
You're being ridiculous.
That's his legacy carrying. That's his legacy carrying.
Tom was debatably top 10 last year. He was not top 5. I'm sorry, he was not top 5 in my opinion.
That's why I said damn man. So he could be like top 10 is like 7, 8, 9, 10, bro.
I give you top 12. I give you top 12.
Like maybe
anyways,
8, 9,
I don't want to
10.
get off. I don't want to get off subject.
We're on Bucks future.
LeBron is not going to ever not be a top 25 player, bro. He's going to retire as a top 25 player. You think in 2 years he's going to go from 27 points to 5? You think LeBron's going to average 5?
I don't know. This is what I think. What I think is, I think health is going to be a problem. I think health is going to be a problem. I think that's
going to average 25, bro. He's still one of the biggest, fastest players in the league.
I mean, we don't know if that's going to happen in the next 2 years, but we're talking about 2 years. We're talking about 2 years.
Drop off.
Always talk about
you would have seen the drop off already, bro. You would have seen the signs already.
And it don't even be me. I don't even be talking about LeBron. I be y'all, bro. Y'all.
That's not true. Wait. So do we see the signs of? I know it's a total different sport, but do we see the signs within Brady when you was a self-proclaimed top 5 quarterback?
There's no real Tom Brady drop off. You've seen a drop off in team, a bad offensive line, injured weapons, bad scheme. That's what you've seen. You didn't see a drop off from Tom Brady play, bro.
That's true.
The year before, he led the league in yards and touchdowns. He literally lost 2 offensive linemen and 1 got hurt for the season.
And they fired Bruce Arians.
Coaching,
that's what you've seen. You didn't see Tom Brady just have a drop over. He was getting the ball out faster than everybody on purpose because there was no protection. That's what you saw.
Oh, okay. I don't want to.
Yo, people crazy.
What are you digging at? Chief, why are you digging at?
I understand that. Let's keep on topic, man. We're gonna get to
the ball. My bad. But my best landing spot, like if we're talking about like realistically, I would say a team like the Knicks, like everybody else is saying. But me as a fan, I would say the Bulls. I know the Bulls don't have the money. I think we'll have like 80-something, 90 mil.
Yo,
if we didn't.
My fault. Pause. Sorry to get off topic. But here again, Ryan Jensen, Buck center, again misses the season for the second time in a row. Just got caught it off. We'll miss the season again. That's what you've seen from Tom Brady. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyways, the Bulls
All
are
right.
interesting though.
Bro, let me finish my take. Can I finish my take?
Go ahead,
Whoa,
bro.
where'd that come from? Where'd that come from?
Anyways, I would say the Bulls. I don't think they have the money right now. I think if they don't sign P. Will or DeRozan or something, we'll have like 90 mil or something like that. But as of right now, we don't have the money. But if we can somehow get the money, I feel like Giannis that could be a place for Giannis. You talked about what did you say last year about Chicago or something like that? About like
I know.
MJ's
Like, you
legacy
said
or
something about Chicago. Something about like playing there or something like that.
yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say he has some type of connection, Max. I don't know what you're laughing at Dick Eaton about, but
I'll say it after.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
I'm
just
saying
gonna
it
ignore it.
Say it after.
But I feel like that could be a decent spot.
I'm sorry. It was just kind of like the way you were like, we don't have the money, and I don't know how we're gonna do it. But if we have 80, 90 mil lying around, like I think it'd be great.
Also,
of course, that's every NBA team. Every NBA team would love to have 80, 90 mil.
First off, we don't have to sign DeRozan back. What is he gonna be like 30, 37?
What fit is this for Giannis? Like the Bulls are not in the trajectory to win. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like,
if you got Giannis on a team with Zach LaVine, that's a pretty good start. Like you're looking at least
two, like you need more. You know what I'm saying? Like I think there's better options, right? With LA, with Golden State, with Dallas. Like there's obviously better guys to pair him up with. Like, if you would go to OKC, if we could find 80, 90 mil, I would love that. But like that's just not realistic. Chicago is because they're a bigger city, but like
OKC, buddy. I had a reason.
Your reason was if we could somehow find 80, 90 mil, then that'd be cool.
That wasn't my reason. That wasn't my reason. That wasn't my reason.
What was your reason? What was your reason?
I said Giannis talked about, and then like a year or two ago about playing in Chicago and like all the other stuff. So that was my main reason. I said he has some type of connection to Chicago. So I don't know what Max is going on about. Max, I don't know what your problem is with me, bro. It's been like the last two episodes.
What is the
it's some type of connection? It's some type of beef going on, bro. Like is everything good, bro?
What is the connection though? Y'all think with Chicago? That was random. I just feel like
there was like
he
a
did
little
say something. Yes, I agree.
He had like an interview or something like that.
I saw that interview, but like I think he was just spitballing. I'm not gonna lie. Like he was just.
I'm actually looking it up.
That's all you know, bro. That's all you
why was he just? Wasn't that
Q? He knows.
Wasn't that a part of the time? Wasn't that a part of the time he was trying to put pressure on Milwaukee? Yes or no? That was a part of that time, right? That time period where he's trying to put pressure on Milwaukee.
That was like last year, bro.
Probably.
No, that was like
I don't know. But regardless, once you say something and you put something out in the world, like out in the air, that's when you get a whole bunch of speculation and everything, and people ran with that. Like, damn, Giannis might go to Chicago. Like that was really a thing. Like,
what connection? Like,
bro, that was last year. That was literally last year.
I got the quote. You mean to read it?
What quote?
What is that?
Whatever. When asked about playing for the Bucks division rivals, the Bulls, I think anybody you ask the question to that plays basketball, if he said no, he'd be a liar. It's a team that won multiple championships. It's a team that one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of all time, played for. So it's a no-brainer. Everyone would love to play in Chicago. Down the line, you never know. You never know how life brings it. Maybe I play for Chicago, but right now I'm
what is he talking about?
Pause. And that was like a year ago.
And that's all you need to even start speculation that he might want to play in Chicago. That's all.
Q. You want to know what's funny? Chief is gonna sit there and try to act like what he just said wasn't significant. He's gonna pull something out of his ass. I'm sorry for cursing, but Chief. So you're making that dumb face. So tell me what you think.
No, because he's basically saying he wants to play there because Michael Jordan played there and he won a lot of championships. Like, bro, what the fuck is that?
But you laughing at that is kind of silly because that's literally how a lot of these rumors start. From little silly interviews and answers just like that, and that's
and that's a legacy. It's not just Michael Jordan, bro. That's like a legacy team, bro. And when you think about
entire legacy is Michael Jordan. Their entire legacy is Michael Jordan.
Okay. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player to ever live.
No, he's not.
Let's be real. No, he's not. But
we'll do that later. We'll do that later, bro. I'm actually happy we didn't have this discussion over all season. I see a lot of podcasts and TV shows doing that stuff. Anyways, when you think about premier teams in NBA, you think about Lakers, Knicks, Celtics, Bulls.
I'm gonna stop you right there. The Bulls are not a historic franchise.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Jordan alone make them a historic. Jordan alone made them a historic franchise. Literally.
They were a regular franchise. They were good. Then they were a regular franchise. They're not a historic franchise.
I think. I mean, if we're doing top 5 most historic franchises, I definitely have Chicago up there.
Thank you.
I do. I will side with after all the hate Jay thinks I had for him. I will side with Jay on this one.
Thank
I
you,
think.
Max.
I think New York. I think LA, and I think Boston are far ahead. And that's what I was gonna say. Like,
how is New York ahead? They had way more championships now.
New York is way ahead of Chicago than as a historic franchise. The amount of championships doesn't really mean much, especially when it comes to New York.
So my only thing is like, I think
the Bulls are a more legendary franchise.
I think Giannis would have said the same things. I think Giannis would
have said on your own with that.
Oh wait, can I say my thing first, and then I want to hear from Q about who's more historic. But I think if someone would ask the same thing about Boston, about LA, about Miami, about New York specifically, I think that he would have a similar response. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's just because it's a big market team. They have Jordan, obviously. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna be mad to play for the Bulls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in Chicago.
But you know what's crazy?
But did they ask about the Celtics? Did they ask about the Lakers, bro?
No, Chicago
are we gonna nitpick
everything,
everything, bro?
But you know what's the crazy part, though? But you know what's the crazy part? Nobody has ever went to Chicago in free agency. Like, when is the last time they got a big free agent?
They're not a big market team.
They've never got no free agent,
and they're not a historic franchise.
They've never got no free agent, bro.
LeBron almost went. Carmelo almost went.
Almost.
It wasn't because it was Chicago. It was because D Rose was there.
You talking about a Knicks fan, bro?
So after LA, Boston, and the Knicks, who are your next two most historic? San Antonio?
You could probably put Detroit.
Next?
San Antonio is over the Knicks. San Antonio over the Knicks for me. I don't know.
No,
it's terrible.
Don't say for you. Don't say for you. Because saying for you means you have a right to argue about it. It's not really
talking about historic. You talking about
New York?
I guess historic and legendary is two different things because first of all, like the Knicks, bro, they literally
you're about to explain something that won't be true.
Okay, listen, this is completely true. This is completely true.
Who am I recording with right now?
This is
Steve, what are you talking about?
This is completely true right now. They don't have the players in their history. They don't have that many crazy players in their history, and they don't have the championships. They have either one of the two.
I started this off by saying you're about to argue things.
I'm talking about the Knicks. I'm talking about the Knicks.
Oh, I was going to say.
Bro, you're talking about what? So they're historic because of ticket sales? Because of the Garden?
New York. It's New York. It is New York.
What is the Mecca of basketball?
It's the Mecca, bro.
What is the Mecca of basketball? Stop talking. What is the Mecca of basketball?
The Cowboys. You can say that. You can say that about the Cowboys.
The Cowboys have actually won. The Cowboys have won.
What is the Mecca of basketball?
No. I'm saying no, but that is America's. That is America's team. What has the Cowboys done in recent history, bro?
No, that's still a historic franchise.
Okay, but that's still America's. That's still America's team. New York will always be the Mecca, bro. I don't care. I don't care if you had the idiot Dolan. I don't care if you have the idiot Dolan.
That's literally why they're the top historic franchise. It's in the Mecca of basketball. I don't care if you had Phil Jackson
effing around. The ticket sales, all that stuff was still crazy, bro. Like it's the Mecca of basketball.
Yeah, because they're Mecca of basketball. Because they're Mecca of basketball.
Bro,
like they don't win.
That matters.
They don't win, and they don't have any historic. They don't have that many crazy historic players. They don't.
He's just arguing. He's just arguing. I don't know what
he's doing. Things that don't matter to you. Everybody knows.
Y'all are talking about the Mecca and basketball and ticket sales. That's all y'all talking about right now.
Latif. Like, I'm sorry, there's nobody got us. You are wrong. Like the top.
Yeah, you literally are wrong. I told you.
Boston, LA, New York. Everyone knows that. Those three teams.
You're about to argue things that don't matter in this conversation.
You are talking about tickets. Championships don't matter. Since when does championships do not matter? What are you talking about? In this conversation, why would championships not matter? In this conversation, why would championships not matter?
Tell me when the last time the Cowboys won a ring.
The Cowboys have dynasty runs, bro. The Knicks don't. They don't.
Answer my question.
Bro, they were. You only watch the Cowboys or the Steelers back in the day. There was only those two teams.
Back in the day, exactly. New York is New York. New York is New York.
They have actual championships.
They have championships. It don't matter. You keep arguing the same points that don't matter, and everybody's telling you it don't matter. You keep going. Why do you think this whole time? You're wrong.
Just because you don't win, it's
Spurs get elevated,
New York has an impact on the league.
Take that spot.
That's your top 5.
Yeah, the Spurs and the Warriors take that spot.
The big dogs from San Antonio and Golden State.
You bring them down. They're not. They were good for a good 8 years, and that's it. Like that's done. After that, they're not getting no looks, no nothing.
She's in the Bulls. All right, let's move on to the next topic. But we got to talk about this topic for another day. Latif, you got to get your points in check, man. That was bad.
My points in check. Y'all talking about the Mecca basketball on the TikTok.
They're one of the original.
That shit don't move me. That doesn't move me, bro. It don't move
because
me.
Everybody else,
Madison Square Garden, where niggas literally come in there and get dropped off. They come in there and get dropped off every time. They go in there and boot him.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you
cussing? Because you don't think so. Don't make it
is more infamous for players playing better than the Knicks in their own arena, bro. Like, what are we talking about? LeBron dropping 60, MJ in there dropping 40.
He's just arguing. Can we move on? He's just arguing. He's just arguing stuff that doesn't matter. What is bro waffling about?
They've been garbage forever.
Please, that doesn't matter. Stop. Make this a TikTok. Make this a TikTok and let all of the TikTok who normally gets it wrong. Put this in the Discord.
Who normally gets it wrong?
Put this comment in the Discord. Jade, please put this comment in the Discord.
We already had this debate.
No.
We had this debate already.
I will.
We had this debate already.
Who's a more historic
we're
franchise?
Not gonna argue
New York or like every other NBA franchise besides Boston and LA?
It's clearly New York. Like that's obvious. That's going to be
New York is 3. Easy 3.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Teef. Let me ask you a question, Teef. Before Wemby, let's take this team last year, right? And let's take the Knicks.
What's this question?
Let me find a bad Knicks year. It's a lot of them. But let's just take any bad Knicks season. What would a free agent do? Pick that San Antonio Spurs team or the Knicks?
The Knicks.
The Knicks because of the city.
You could do a market. You could, honestly,
it's more than just
a historic.
It is the city.
No, it's New York. It's New York. That's it, bro. Like the Knicks don't have.
Why not
Lord,
Brooklyn?
Bro.
Why not Brooklyn, buddy? Why not Brooklyn?
KD literally went to Brooklyn over New York. What are you talking about?
No.
Because literally because
right now. KD and Kyrie both were there over New York.
They wanted to go to the Knicks first. Stop coming up on here lying, bro. Stop being wrong.
Donovan Mitchell wanted to be a Knick.
He's from New York. He's from New York.
Donovan wants to be a Knick. Everybody wants to go to New York.
Everybody wants to be a Knick, bro. He's just talking. We can move on.
Bro, they want to go to New York because of the city, bro. That franchise don't hold nothing. They have no championship, no historic players. Well, Patrick Ewing, no championship.
You really sitting up here lying.
They don't have that many historic players. They don't have many historic players in reality, bro.
Next topic.
Yes, it is. Bernard King. That was ages ago. That was 50 years ago.
Stop lying. Next topic. Stop lying. Next topic. You're lying hard to try to be right in something.
Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, Earl Monroe. Give me some more.
This was a very entertaining segment.
Latif, you sound like
this was a very entertaining.
You sound like a
bro. Let me move on.
I just gave you 3.
Bro, Teef, shut up. You're not making any sense. This was a very entertaining topic. We kind of did get off topic a little bit, but hey, it's whatever. That's how podcasts go, you know. But anyways, we're heading into the next topic, which is NBA point guard tier list. See if you can pull that up. I think the last tier list we did duos.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just do. I don't know if y'all want to, but we can just do a tier list for every position. Cause we did like rankings for every position.
We did the rankings, so yeah, I don't really understand the tier list.
I've been seeing a lot of people do it. You know,
we need all time.
We need all, huh?
Oh,
you said what? You said what about all time?
Never mind. Yeah.
I don't know why they got Jose Alvarado. Is he the starting point guard?
No. Actually,
kind of.
No. CJ is running the one.
I don't see any harm.
Yeah, but he's on there. He's on there. He's right there. All right. So we got S, A, B, C, and D.
Brogdon wasn't starting.
Huh? I don't think all of them gotta be starting. I don't think they have a lot of names on here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah,
11,
Colin
12,
Sexton wasn't
13,
either. So they just got
14,
players
15.
on here, bro.
Yeah. They got players, bro. All right.
Is
Where is
Luca
Cuban
on here?
next? Yeah,
Oh,
Luke on here. You don't see him?
no, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, I see him. So you can put Steph. You can put Steph.
Put
Luca.
Yep.
Steph, Luca. If Luca's on here, yeah, put Steph, Luca.
Steph is S tier. Steph is an S tier point guard for sure.
Yeah, put
Luka.
Steph, Luca, and Dame up there, and that's it.
All right. Okay. So I actually saw this. I was looking at a tier list, right? And so like I don't know how I want to do this, like where they are as a player or just in their position, like because I feel like there's a noticeable gap between Luka, Steph, and then Dame. Like there's a noticeable gap.
Well, they are as a player, bro.
Oh well, then I don't think he's S tier. Then I don't know because I don't think it's a big gap between Luka, Steph, and then Dame for me. Like
yeah, but as Luka at the point guard position, you could put Dame.
I think
up
he's
there.
an S tier.
You split it here because it's either S or A. It's not really like that serious. You can put him at the back of the S tier. Like
yeah, I guess because I feel like for Dame, I'm like top 13.
I ain't no Dame supporter either. It's not like I really care for bro. Like I don't. But,
yeah, right. I think, but I feel like he's not in the same tier as these players. Y'all think he's just in the same tier as Luka and Steph? He's not though.
I mean, I feel like team plays a big part in that too, though.
But
like we were looking at.
Max,
Dame,
you think Dame is a tier below Luka?
I feel like he's up there.
Yes, he's 100%. I was just gonna say that when we walked back in here.
He's up there. No. I feel like he's up there. He's up there. He's up there.
How though?
He's up there.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Like, I think are we lying? Steph and Luka. You can say I'm a fan or whatever.
Okay, because Steph and Luka can be at ones. Steph and Luka can be ones. Dame can't really be a one.
The gap between Dame and Luka and Dame and Shea, Dame and Ja, like is a lot smaller in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, put him A.
He a tier low. He a tier below, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Steph and Luka can literally be the best players on the championship team, in my opinion.
All right. Who else players in tier A? Shea.
Right behind it is Shea and Ja.
Max, you're muted.
Shea, Ja, and Trey.
I
ain't about to disrespect Trey Young, but so Shea, Ja, Trey, right there.
Oh, Ja's next to Harden.
Put Trey up there. Put Trey right next to him. Yeah, put Trey right next to him.
This probably the end of it, unless I got De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox might be in the same tier.
Yeah, I'm about to say De'Aaron Fox isn't. No, De'Aaron Fox is probably
he's at the starter tier B.
I agree. I think De'Aaron is still on. I think he's like right there, but he's on start B.
He on the top at the end.
So Kyrie a B tier point guard now,
huh? Nah, Kyrie, because it's either a point guard or a shooting guard.
Oh, Kyrie.
Y'all think he's a B tier point guard now?
If he's a point guard, I'm still putting him in A. I don't think there's a bunch of players better than Kyrie. A lot of the Kyrie.
So you're better than Kyrie.
We got Kyrie or Fox.
I mean, barely.
Kyrie or Fox?
Fox.
Steve, Kyrie or Fox?
Fox.
One season ranking, I'm doing Fox. But we talking about
going into next season. Who do you want? Who'd you rather have?
Fox.
Kyrie had a great season last year.
Fox was just a one on a playoff team, and he took the Warriors to 7. And he had a great playoff performance. But I don't know.
That's tough.
Put Fox there, buddy. Shut up. Just put Fox.
Q, what are you saying?
Comeback player. I'm not
Kyrie. Q's got Kyrie.
You talking about clutch player of the year? Literally, like Kyrie was literally he averaged. He was like second in that. He was like second in that.
But did he win?
No, he didn't play. He didn't really play enough.
Are we only going off recency
but
bias?
he was over Kyrie. So
we're
talking about going into next year. Yeah.
What's up?
We only going off recent stuff.
Not even. You can do whatever you want, but it's going into next year. I think. Who's
going into next year?
That's how I take all these tier lists by that. Who would I rather have going into next year? You know what I'm saying? Like ranking them on where I have them next year. I think that's what I look at. So like,
what does De'Aaron Fox do better? What does De'Aaron Fox do better than Kyrie?
This is the argument I had last time when we were doing it. I said this, and you gave me you gave me clutch player of the year, but I'm like Kyrie historically is more clutch than De'Aaron Fox, and you gave me rim pressure and mid range shooting. Like Kyrie's not one of the best.
No. Because Kyrie's a better finisher. Kyrie's a better finisher. Well, historically, Kyrie's a better finisher.
Buddy. Did you not see the season that De'Aaron Fox had? I'm not trying to undermine.
I saw the season that De'Aaron Fox had. I'm not trying
to downplay Kyrie. When before like all the not even I don't even want to bring that up. But before all the drama with the Nets, like they were hitting their stride, like everything was looking perfect. So I'm not trying to downplay Kyrie. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying like I can't disrespect De'Aaron Fox. I feel like you have to put him on.
Okay, but what does he do? What does he do better? What does he do better? Give me one thing that De'Aaron Fox does better than Kyrie.
Defend and it's barely. Not barely,
he made the playoffs. He made the playoffs. He was able to take his team to the playoffs, bro. That's what he did better, bro. That's what he did better.
That's
true. He was better at taking his team to the playoffs.
But the Nets would have been in the playoffs
one time, bro. One time, and he got traded into
the Nets had Kevin Durant. The Nets had Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was playing crazy too.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox been damn near the same player his whole career. You know what happened? He got a good coach, and he actually got a good player alongside him. So saying it's just all De'Aaron Fox is wrong.
He had a good player beside him, and
who actually opened up the whole
MVP. Was KD not playing out of his mind in Brooklyn? Like
yes.
he was going absolutely crazy. So
what that mean?
I understand you saying that De'Aaron Fox getting a good player is what kind of stepped his game up a little bit, but he literally we're arguing that with Kyrie, but Kyrie literally had an MVP caliber player next to him. So what are we talking about?
I just want to ask you though, like the only thing he does better than him is the Clutch Player of the Year.
No. He did better than him at taking his team to the playoffs. Kyrie didn't do that.
Okay, I'm talking about evaluating their games. Like, what does he do better than?
Player for player, there's not nothing that De'Aaron Fox does definitively better than Kyrie Irving, except for defend, and it's not a big gap.
Yeah, I would say defend.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, defend.
It's not you can't tell though. That's the thing. Like you literally can't tell if he defends better than Kyrie.
All right,
you can't tell. And Kyrie actually played defense last year.
I would personally just have both of them. I think at this point we might as well have both of them in B. Honestly,
I wouldn't, but it's a collective thing. Whatever.
Nah, put De'Aaron A. I'm not.
If De'Aaron's an A, then Kyrie's an
A. We can't have all of them A.
De'Aaron's an A, Kyrie's an
A. Max thoughts. I think Kyrie is low-key on a different. He's on a. I think
Trey
Young is
a point guard, bro. Ben Simmons a point guard still, bro.
To be honest, I think I am picking Trey Young over both these guys. I'm not gonna say comfortably, but I do think
bro.
I think I start De'Aaron Fox and Kyrie both down on B. I think I'm done with A.
I'm gonna agree with Max.
I think I have my guys at A. I think Trey Young.
I'm not agreeing with Max.
Q?
Actually.
I think
if Q agrees, then we would have to.
I don't know. I think with Fox,
he doesn't agree. So
wait, you don't want to put him in.
You guys can't agree on who goes over.
Trey Young, De'Aaron Fox, and Kyrie Irving. I don't like you. There's nothing that you could tell me that would prove that. Like
Trey Young is.
Talk about their teeth. I don't care. I think Fox and
you want all five of these people in tier A.
I think it's stupid. There's not that many.
And that's why I said, and that's why I said to leave Dame in the S tier, so that way A is not overcrowded.
It's one person.
It'd be two.
Y'all make five.
If y'all want De'Aaron Fox up there, Kyrie has to be up there. And I personally think Kyrie belongs up there.
If you switch Dame up to the top, you have 3 and 5. I don't think there's 3 S tier point guards.
Trey Young is better than Kyrie though.
I feel like S tier has to be like
S tier is like reserved for the best of the best. And I get Dame's a great point guard, but I have Shea over Dame.
Luka is that respectively could be number 1 on the championship team.
Exactly.
I think Trey is a better offensive engine than Kyrie right now. Okay.
I don't know. I keep leaning Fox and I lean Kyrie. I think
I'm going Fox, bro. I hate when we do that. I hate when we do that with players. Like he just had an amazing year. Like why? I feel like somebody who's gonna get disrespected.
It was 1 year though. It was 1 year.
Okay.
Exactly what
we didn't even expect the Kings to do what they did, like at all. Like we constantly.
So that means we have to put him over Kyrie Irving.
We constantly
Give me Kyrie.
I
Give me Kyrie.
mean,
Give me
De'Aaron Fox.
Kyrie.
Shut up, Max. Shut up. De'Aaron Fox is the main reason why that they were in the position that they were in. I remember when we had Rudy on the podcast and we were blatantly disrespecting the Kings, bro. And you know who stepped up? You know who made us put respect on the Kings?
Isaiah.
De'Aaron Fox. No, I'm talking. No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about.
I'm about to say.
Oh my god! No! I had to send that to him. That was actually.
No, he did. You remember him saying like?
No, he did.
They still lost in 7 though. But
yeah, I'm fine with
to an experienced team.
I'm fine with putting him on B. I'm fine with putting him on B.
I told you put him A though.
I got Kyrie over.
Put him A, little bro.
Fox, so y'all do
put him A, little bro.
All right, bro. I don't know. But it's because we need like 5 people, bro. Because we had that split decision because me and Max want to put him in B, and then I don't
just
get where
wait till the end of the episode. I mean, wait till the end of the segment.
Lazif, do you have Fox over Kyrie?
No,
he did.
Okay, cool. So Kyrie's going in front of Fox. One way
it was like 8-9 though.
Huh? Kyrie's going over Fox one way or another because 3 of us got Kyrie.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to have 6 people on the A tier. I only 6 A-tier point guards, bro.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on because we can all agree that there's no more A-tier point guards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think.
So let's just wait.
I think B tier. I think B tier is big. Garland, Halliburton, Harden, LaMelo. Like, I think this is where you could throw Cade as a low tier B.
Put Garland in there. Put Garland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garland. Brunson.
Hey,
this is probably gonna be the biggest division.
Brunson, not Brogdon. Brunson.
Murray's in the middle.
Bro, can y'all chill out? I can't see everybody, bro.
Murray's in the middle.
Thing.
Drew up.
Whoa.
Small Murray's B. Small Murray's B. And the B.
Hold on.
I knew you was gonna disrespect Jamal Murray, bro. I knew it, bro.
Jamal Murray's not B.
Hold on.
Well, no, we're not about to throw LaMelo Ball in B tier and then not put Jamal Murray in there. That's actually ridiculous.
LaMelo and
LaMelo.
I'm not gonna say historic because that's far. But we've seen what Jamal Murray does in the playoffs. 2
great playoff runs.
I think we should put LaMelo on C. LaMelo has not played enough. I feel like we might have to put LaMelo on C.
I don't know. I think LaMelo's still B.
But we have to put Cade in C.
Yeah, I think Cade and LaMelo should both be in C. Honestly.
Damn, I put them both low B. Am I crazy to say? No, I can't.
Cade has played 1 season, bro. And I know I'm a Cade guy. Cade has played 1 season.
What are we doing with Dejounte?
Yo, why is Marcus Smart on this list?
Huh?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of names that is actually making me mad. It's
like who?
Why is Marcus Smart up here?
C tier. You got DeJounte Murray. Got to start off C.
Mike Conley, I think, is better than DeJounte Murray right now. Maybe I'm crazy.
What the hell?
What?
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
Why is he on a podcast, bro?
That is
the DeJounte Murray discourse is crazy, bro.
That might be the worst.
I'm not gonna lie. That didn't even remotely make any sense. I'm not gonna lie. That was
I'm not gonna lie.
That was the worst. Max, that was the craziest thing I've ever heard you say. You're not gonna do that. I don't see that out of you.
Other than shoot,
that's a team
thing. Other
thing.
than shoot, he don't do nothing better than
that's
DeJounte.
a team thing. What the hell?
I thought he was. I thought he scored a lot more this year.
I've never said nothing like that, bro. I've never said nothing like that.
No, Max, that was bad. There's no justification either.
I got confused. My fault. My fault, team.
No.
You definitely confused.
No, there's no confusion there.
I thought he had like 18.
I thought he had like 18. Out of this one, buddy. That was bad. That was actually bad.
Yeah, you definitely confused, bro. That was crazy.
He averaged 14.
All right. CJ, I guess. CJ in this tier.
Is it crazy to CJ makes me mad. CJ makes me mad, actually.
I think D'Lo in this tier.
No.
D'Lo in this tier?
Drew Holiday.
Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet.
Drew Holiday got to be in there if you got D'Lo in there.
Yeah.
We can put guys in there. We can sort it out later.
You can put CJ in there. Yo, is Russ even gonna be on this list? Or wait, do we have to put everybody on here? Is everybody gonna be?
Might as well. But putting Killian,
Russ is gonna be.
Let's make we can make F tier. We can make F tier. We can make F and put some people in there.
Can we please put Fred VanVleet in late C?
Yeah, I think Fred VanVleet is low-key C too.
If
Going
Fred
back
did
to
it,
the-
CJ gotta be there, bro. If Fred
Where you
did,
guys got
CJ,
Sexton? Sexton's at front of D.
he's not at the front of D. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's not at the front of D.
Who you got in front of him down here?
Yeah.
Brogdon's
I
probably
don't
better.
know what. I don't know what
Russ is still on the list.
Sexton
Bro.
isn't the defender I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah, put Fred VanVleet up here, please. Put Fred. Are we even
Yeah,
putting
Fred
Lonzo?
VanVleet.
I
Are we
feel
putting
like
Lonzo? Are we
I
putting
feel like
Lonzo? Are we touching Lonzo?
because now that we have more players in B, it'll probably be more comfortable to put these people in A, right?
Chris Paul probably got to be in C. I know he left a bad taste in people's mouth and all that, but Chris Paul got to be probably in C.
Hell no. No. Who else were we talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Kyrie and De'Aaron Fox in here.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's good.
Okay.
Fred VanVleet and C, please.
You can put CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum's on D.
Fred is there. CJ got to be there.
I think D'Lo, Fred, CJ are all up there. I don't know what we're doing with Lonzo. That's up for you guys.
D'Lo. D'Lo is actually like not good.
Okay, that's terrible. 3J's
That's
up
not a
there.
good take.
No.
He's bad in the playoffs.
What
for
did he
sure.
do in the playoffs? What did he do in the playoffs?
He played great. He played great until the West Conference Finals.
How'd CJ do?
Chief.
How'd CJ do in the
You
playoffs?
said
If
you
we gonna bring up
you said
playoff stuff.
Yeah,
If
how'd
we
CJ
gonna
do
bring
in
up
the
playoff
playoffs?
stuff, a lot of people got to get dropped down.
Yeah, exactly.
Drew Holiday is terrible in the
Don't
playoffs.
use that as a deciding factor.
Drew Holiday was terrible in the playoffs.
but Chief said that's one of his biggest criterias though.
That's
It is.
What are your criteria, bro?
I'm just
All
saying,
right.
if we gonna talk about playoffs, Drew Holiday is terrible in the playoffs. Trey Young is really inefficient in the playoffs. I mean, like Kyrie hasn't really did anything in the playoffs in a long time. So yeah.
That's different. Him not doing anything in the playoffs and him being inefficient or bad in the playoffs is two different things.
I definitely agree with that. All right, for just the sake, Ben Simmons can be F tier.
Why?
Lonzo,
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna lie, he would have to be D.
I don't even know if we rate Lonzo.
Mike Conley probably starts off D.
But the thing is with Lonzo,
Is
what do
Marcus
you think
Smart
Lonzo
really?
is, Max?
Where's Marcus Smart going?
Probably
In
D.
D?
He's probably in D.
What do you think? What do you think Lonzo is, Max?
Like,
tell me what you
As
think.
far
he
as
is.
what his ceiling is, or like what do I think?
Tell
he's
me
right
what
now?
you think he is. What
But
what
see,
you
if
think
Kyle
he is?
Lowry there, that means both the Joneses got to be right there.
I don't even know, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know.
Lonzo,
Kyle Lowry might have to be F
when's
tier.
the last time Lonzo played basketball? Like a year ago? Half a
A
year
year
ago?
and a half ago.
When the Bulls were going crazy.
Like, I don't know what he is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
This
actually
is a
had
lot of names. I'm
his
not
jump
gonna
shot
lie.
was working back then. I don't think his jump shot's going to be injured. Like, I don't know.
His jump shot has improved.
I don't know if he can actually like run an offense as effectively because I don't know how dynamic he's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could still pass.
He hasn't been that type of UCLA
Anybody
playmaker.
disagree with
I'm just
Jordan?
saying, like,
I believe.
Nah,
What's
I'm
up?
watching. I'm watching. You good?
Okay.
Gabe Vincent, yeah, I guess. Compared to
Russ
everybody
got
else.
to be in the D tier, bro.
Brogdon's got to be up there too. Brogdon's got to be D. Smart's got to be D. Yeah, we can't diss Marcus Smart.
I don't know what Marcus Smart. I mean,
Smart.
he shot better.
On God, Tyus Jones is better than Chris Paul right now.
Am I crazy to say Smart is top of D? Is that another laughable take? Like, Smart might be the best
No.
player in D.
I'd put Mike
it's not
Conley at the
bad.
top of D before I put Marcus Smart because he's a better point guard than Marcus Smart.
Tyus Jones
I
or
guess I'm just rating players right now.
I think
I'm
is
saying
Tyus Jones better than Mike Conley? No or no? Nope.
Lonzo, you might have to put him in F for the
Dennis Smith Jr. is F.
the asterisk.
Actually, he had a decent year this year.
Yeah,
This
DSJ,
dude had a great year this year on the defense side of the ball for sure.
Cole Anthony. I like Cole Anthony. Sexton F. Really?
Sexton had a decent year too, though.
I don't think Sexton's F.
Is Sexton better than anybody? Better than
I might
anybody?
know.
I might
No.
take him
He's
over
better than
KPJ.
Dennis Smith.
Put him at least by KPJ.
No.
Wait. I was
No.
talking on D tier.
No.
Is he better? Is
Hell
he better
no.
on D tier?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
What we doing? Monte Morris back.
As a point guard, KPJ.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, true.
Nah, I ain't gonna ask crazy. KPJ
Is Markel D?
KPJ
Is
better
Markel
than
F?
Sexton. F.
Do y'all watch Kevin Porter Jr.?
Marcus Smart. Where are we putting Marcus Smart?
No, I don't watch the.
Are we ranking Marcus Smart as a point guard
That's just news.
or just as a player?
I mean, he's on here, so I'm gonna put him as player.
I don't think Marcus Smart's that bad then if we're ranking as a player.
You saw
Marcus
what HBC?
You think Marcus Smart is a worse basketball player than Kyle Lowry?
No, it's not in order.
Oh, I was thinking we were ordering these.
Y'all want to, we can, but that's kind of a lot of work.
Okay,
right
never
now.
mind. We're
No,
good. A lot of
that's
guys.
too much. That's too much.
A lot of guys. We're good.
All right, so before you finalize it, anybody got any gripes?
Nah, that's solid.
Yeah, I actually do.
Oh
What?
man.
Actually do. Hold
Oh
on.
man. What, bro?
Wait. I could be tweaking. Yeah, no. Actually, no,
No, that's
not
good.
really.
I'm good.
I don't know, bro. So
What you looking at?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Chief.
5.
I actually have a genuine question though. What do you think? What do you think Lonzo is?
I think before his injury, he would have been the perfect player for the Bulls, and I think he's
For the Bulls, yeah.
I think you could have put him on any roster at that point, though. In NBA, and he could be a starting point guard. Besides, like
I mean,
ones
a
of Stephen
starting
Curry
point guard, yeah. The thing is, though, like what I feel like what a lot of people don't talk about, he hasn't been that playmaker that he was like sponsored to be. Like he literally just hasn't been that. On
I
the
disagree with
defensive
that.
side of
I
the
just feel
ball,
like the only
what
reason
do
he
you
hasn't been a
mean?
playmaker because the only reason he hasn't been a playmaker is because his scoring didn't come along. So that's why he hasn't
He
been a
couldn't
playmaker.
shoot. He couldn't
Yeah,
shoot. But
like
then again,
defense are not going like
his defense is pretty solid. But I don't know.
bro.
Hey, who
Career
you
is over,
I'm a
talking?
bro.
big Lonzo fan.
You know,
I
I
don't
was
know.
too though. I was too coming out of college. I was too coming out of college when he. I
You
don't know if you
said
remember that
Lonzo's playmaking not there?
No, I'm saying Lonzo as a playmaker isn't it was like hyped up to be
he was
coming
talking
out
about
of
coming out of
college.
he was talking about coming out of college.
Him coming out of college, he was gonna be great in transition and a leader, a passer, like one that made the
No,
I
he
don't
was
think
so
he's
young.
averaged more than 5 assists. I could be
He was
wrong.
so, but it's because one he doesn't
his
get the he
game
doesn't,
is not that's not his playmaking style. His playmaking style is in transition and making the
Yeah,
pass
pushing the
before the
ball
pass.
forward and all that stuff.
I mean, that's what he's done since
he
he's been
hasn't
here.
had he hasn't had a high usage rate. That's the only thing. And
Exactly.
also, his scoring, he's not a scoring threat. So I mean, it's really hard to get it's hard to get assists when you're not a scoring threat, unless you're like a system like Draymond Green. I'm screenshotting this. I'm sending this to the Discord later. But let's move on from that. Jaden, let me know you're ready. Next topic up.
Hold on, let me- All right,
Into
all right,
this
I cap. He had a 7 assist season twice. All right, yeah. I bet. All right. Moving on to would you rather Jimmy Butler and Paul Pierce. I guess we're doing this because it was like a debate on Twitter where people were saying Paul Pierce. I mean Jimmy Butler never went up against Bron, like had elite performances against Bron in the playoffs or something like that. So that's what I've been seeing.
I ain't
What
see
do you guys think?
that. I wasn't talking about that specific post, but this debate has been going on for probably like 4 or 5 days on Twitter about the would you
You're
rather.
saying
Like,
that's the biggest one I saw. I know it's been
yeah,
like a debate. So we're gonna talk about would you rather Jimmy Butler versus Paul Pierce. Q's kind of been hot this episode. I feel like this is the most rambunctious. No, that's kind of a strong word. But I'm gonna start off with Q.
hell.
I'm gonna start off with Q.
Listen, I notoriously don't like Paul Pierce. Like, I don't like him as a player. I don't really like what he gets into. I think the discourse and like with basketball has gotten to a point where it's like people forgot what they actually seen, and they're just running to a stat sheet trying to look at the stats to see what it is, and then using it as the base of the arguments. Because if you've seen Paul Pierce, like in the prime of playing Paul, everybody knew Paul Pierce was a killer. Paul Pierce did this, he did everything. Like he just wasn't blessed to have great teams. With that being said, I can use recency bias, and I'll just take Jimmy Butler because he's the better defender. Him being a better playmaker is not a gap that it's like, oh, he's a better playmaker. He's clearly not a better scorer than Paul Pierce. But for the time being and what we've seen in the playoffs, I guess you could go with Jimmy for this last stretch. So I'll go Jimmy Butler.
Me?
Chief.
I think player for player is definitely Jimmy Butler over Paul Pierce for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like when you just break down the games, who's a better passer playmaker? It's Jimmy Butler.
It's not a gap. So don't try to say it's not no real
He's
gap.
a better. Are you going to be okay?
not
So
no
that's fine.
real-
You can have it, but it's Jimmy Butler, though, right? But it's Jimmy Butler, though, right? Okay, then. So listen, who's a better passer playmaker? Is Jimmy Butler. Who I'd rather have running my offense is Jimmy Butler. Who's the better defender? Is Jimmy Butler. Paul George is a better scorer. I mean, not Paul George. Paul Pierce is a better. Yeah, Paul Pierce is a better shot creator, a better shooter. Yes, but with the all-around games, give me Jimmy Butler. And I feel like if I need a team, if I need somebody as my number one, I'm taking Jimmy Butler. We seen him lead 2 underwhelming rosters to finals appearances when they had no business being there. And so it's a recent bias thing because like his first couple years in the playoffs, it wasn't that cool. But you look at their playoff stats, I'm not gonna lie, Jimmy Butler's also better. So but slightly though. But like I said, if I am starting a team, if I need someone to run my offense, I'm taking Jimmy Butler. I think he's the better one. And we talking about let's put some. I think Paul Pierce is a better complementary piece. Like you already have a star, right? And you need Paul Pierce to play alongside him, yeah, because he's a better shooter, he's a better off-ball player. But there is a defensive gap. We have to admit that there's a defensive gap.
I said it was.
That one is pretty significant. So we go player for player all around. Give me Jimmy Butler. I think Paul Pierce honestly didn't do much until he got into with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Rajon Rondo, which his teams weren't that great. But the only argument I want to say
Paul Pierce with Antoine Walker was crazy, game.
Yeah, but
you gotta read up on that. You don't know about that.
I literally know. But anyways, the entire thing is like with Paul Pierce, he has the ring, and when he got there to that moment where he needed to step up, he was amazing in that finals against the Lakers. So like when he had the teammates, he levitated. I think some people argue that he was better than KG at that moment. I wouldn't. I think KG was still the best player on that team. But I'm gonna go Paul. I'm gonna go Jimmy because what he can do, increasing the ceilings of teams, basically, or floors, or whatever you want to say.
Max?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's like this hands down. I'll take Jimmy, but I'm gonna take Jimmy. I said before the podcast, I said the ring doesn't move me that much, and I don't think that's completely true because having a ring's huge. But I do think KG was the best player on the team. Paul Pierce obviously stepped up in the moment, but I think Jimmy's 2 runs at the finals, I think are impressive. I think Jimmy,
His ECF run too. 2022.
Oh yeah. I think he can. The way he's shown that he can be the number one in the team, right? Hasn't gotten over the hump yet, but the way he's been able to show that he can lead a team, and be the number one is great. Jimmy's career is weird for me because I don't feel like we see him like asking for trades and all this stuff, but he's bounced around from team to team, right? He's played like a bunch of different superstars. He's Minnesota, just from Minnesota, right? Yeah. Just from Minnesota.
Nah, he asked to get out of Chicago also. That's how
I didn't think he got asked. I thought they just traded him. I don't think.
That's not.
I know he got asked to get out of Minnesota, but then
I don't think he asked out of Chicago. I remember that.
He asked out of Chicago. That failed little D Wade Rondo experiment. It was like,
but that's when they saw that they needed to.
It was a mutual thing though. It wasn't like
that's what I'm saying. Like I thought it was like it wasn't like I want to get out. It's kind of just like they knew it was coming, he knew it was coming, so whatever. But I'm not like I think it's weird because we see him playing with just different superstars, and obviously he hasn't been able to get over that hump yet. But I do think Paul Pierce getting KG and Ray Allen huge, right? Like I don't think he wins a ring without those pieces, obviously. So I think player for player, I do think Jimmy's better.
Okay. What I do want to say is props to Paul Pierce for like just inserting his name in these conversations. I know Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade, they're not on the same stratospheres as players, but I feel like Paul Pierce has been getting a lot of respect lately, and I think that's because he's been inserting his name into conversations like this. But again, Max, I don't know why you're laughing. I didn't say that.
I agree. I haven't really seen much respect, honestly. No.
I'm saying it's funny how you said he inserts his name in these conversations. Like he's just talking, saying like, I deserve to be in this fight. That's what I was laughing at. I was not laughing at your take.
Okay.
Don't try and start this imaginary beef.
I kind of think it's opposite with Jimmy Butler. I feel like Jimmy Butler is the person that had to like insert his name into the conversation. Well, like obviously, Paul Pierce, like he said it with Dwayne Wade, like, yeah, I'm that level player, but like we really look at it like Jimmy Butler is not like in the grand scheme of things. You ask a casual, who's better, Paul Pierce or Jimmy Butler? They're gonna take Paul Pierce just because like
in the grand scheme of it, like legacy / career wise, Paul Pierce is the better player.
Yeah.
Like that's
Legacy-wise,
9 times out of 10 that's gonna stay the same. So Jimmy Butler being the better player right now is not really important because in the grand scheme of things, Paul Pierce is still gonna be the better player all the time.
Yeah, because it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
I still want Jimmy Butler leading my team.
Jimmy Butler, and we talking about a dude that ain't really do much until the back half of his career, bro. He in 2 years from now, Jimmy Butler's gonna be dead. He's probably gonna be a bum. Not a
I
bum,
don't
but
know
he's
about
not.
that.
Damn.
I don't know about that. I don't know
Bummer's
about
strong
that.
as
He's
hell.
gonna be 30. He's gonna be 35. He's not gonna be backpacking nothing, bro.
He
Like,
was
to be
super. He
honest.
was super tough in Chicago. Like I said, if
Yeah,
Bron doesn't
later,
hit that
he was 28. He was 28 doing that.
in Chicago,
Yeah, he
He
was.
was like 26, 27, 28 when he really got good, bro.
How long?
no. I'm talking about. I
For
don't
a minute,
know.
right? He's saying like 3 years, right?
What?
Something like
In
that.
In college, yeah.
He was either a 3 year or a 4
But
year
it only
player.
took him. It only took because what he came in the league at like 2011. It only took him like
Yes.
2-3 years to hit his stride for real.
No.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
What are you talking about?
He hit his stride
What are
like
we talking
2015, bro. He hit his stride like 2015.
No, see, you guys don't watch the Bulls.
Yes, he did,
I
bro.
watch the Bulls.
You don't
bro.
watch
I
the Bulls, and that's fine.
I literally watched the
You don't
Bulls.
watch the Bulls, and
I
that's
watched the
fine.
Bulls when D-Rose.
He was first off Jimmy Butler. Remember that huge Miami win streak? Jimmy Butler and Joakim Noah, they were integral parts in snapping that. Jimmy Butler literally came alive and like
the best player during that when they snapped the win streak was 5'9" Nate Robinson. That's who.
I don't think that was the year.
snapped that streak.
I don't know if that was the year.
That was.
I'm telling you, I watched basketball.
Okay. I didn't remember. But then the next year, it was like DJ Augustine and Jimmy and Todd.
Jimmy Butler averaged 20 points for the first time in year 4.
Okay, so I said it took him 3-4 years to hit his stride.
You said 2-3. Did he not say 2-3?
I could have been wrong, bro. All right, I'm moving.
Jimmy Butler wasn't Jimmy Butler till the D Wade Rondo team. After that,
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
His first All-Star appearance was in year 4.
That's not true. With Paul Gasol, Derrick Rose, literally, if LeBron doesn't win that ring, I mean, if LeBron
oh my God, here he goes.
Derrick Rose has a ring. Jimmy Butler has a ring.
Next topic. Let's move on.
I don't want to get into it.
They beat the Warriors?
Yes.
Right.
See, hold on. See, this is the problem.
We can't talk about hypothetical.
Every time we matched up with the Warriors that season, we killed them. We literally we gave the Warriors fits, bro. Derrick Rose like killed Clay, killed Steph. We gave the Warriors fits, bro. If LeBron doesn't hit that shot in the corner, what do we go up like?
Are they beating the Hawks?
3-1 or something? Yes. What the fuck?
The Hawks won 60 games that year.
The Hawks had 4.
What are you talking about?
The Hawks had 4 All-Stars.
Kyle Korver didn't deserve to be All-Star.
Much.
Jeff Teague didn't deserve to be All-Star.
What was the Hawks Bulls record in the regular season? How many times did y'all beat the Hawks in the regular season?
I don't know, but I think the Bulls.
Wait, wasn't they a 7 seed that year? It's about the year they were a 7 seed, they're going to win the finals. The year they were a 7 seed, they're going to win the finals.
They weren't a 7 seed.
Were they not?
The Cavs were the 2 seed, bro.
Yes, they were a 7 seed.
And that was the first time
they would have got the
Why
finals.
are you lying, Jaden? That's 2014, 2015.
They weren't a 7
seed. The Cavs were a 2 seed. Their first round matchup was the Bulls. What seed were the Bulls?
I don't remember that being a 7. I don't. No, that's not true. That's not true because we beat the Bucks in the first round.
So were you?
That's literally not true.
Oh yeah, they might not. You talking about 2014, 2015, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they won 50 games. They weren't a 7 seed. They won 50 games.
Yeah. That was literally bullshit. Like I remember them beating the Bucks. It was second round.
So you were a 3 seed.
I don't know about 3 seed.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
It was like probably 4.
You're a 3 or 6. If you meet the Cavs in the second round, you're a 3 or 6.
Oh wait, this is. Oh, hold on, no, this 2023. Okay, let me go to it.
No, we were like 3rd or 4th.
They're 30 seed, 50 and 32. 30 seed.
Makes sense.
See, niggas be bapping, bro. I'm actually I'm actually a Bulls fan. I don't be whooping about that. But anyways,
y'all want to be the Hawks though.
Bro, please shut up. Anyways, who I'm taking with Jimmy Butler and Paul Pierce, I would have to take Jimmy Butler, and I'm just gonna agree with everything Teep said. If I'm starting my team, I think Jimmy Butler is a better playmaker. I think Jimmy Butler is a better defender. I don't think anybody is arguing with that. Uh, Paul Pierce being a better scorer, obviously, but yeah, I'll just take Jimmy Butler. I don't want to keep saying what Teep said word for word. That's kind of weird. But we can move on. That was the last NBA topic.
It's cool. It's cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
We're done with the NBA topics. Moving on to the NFL. It's actually kind of funny because we were in a way talking about the Cowboys earlier. Had nothing to do with this next topic, but Trey Lance has been traded to the Cowboys. They named Brock Purdy the starter, and then Darnold QB 2. So Trey Lance had to get up out of there. They trade him to the Cowboys. I see a lot of people saying that they like him being a backup for Dak. So we started with Q last time, so I think I'm gonna go with Max.
Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush.
The biggest thing for me is when you look back at that draft, literally every single pick until I think Micah Parsons, it might even go further. I don't think I saw every single pick would have been a hit. You're talking about Surtain, J.C. Horn, Penei Sewell. I get they have a great old line already. Receivers, and I get you draft for position, you can't look back on it. But you could have got Justin Fields, could have got Micah Parsons. There are so many options.
Could have got Mac Jones.
Yes, I think Mac Jones would have been a better pick at 3 than Trey Lance. But yeah, they gave up 3 first-round picks to flip him in 2 years for a 4th. So it sucks. Obviously, I think he hasn't been given a whole lot of time too. I think he got injured last year, right, when given the keys to the offense. So it's a little unfair, but at the same time, I don't know that you say What?
Chief, weren't you a big Trey Lance supporter? Weren't you high on Trey Lance?
Did I not say they start Brock Purdy? Did we talk about this?
No. No, you were a huge, you were high on Trey Lance. I'm talking about when he was drafted. You thought that was the right move.
Years ago. I really don't remember. But so what makes you say that though? Where do you get that from?
Because I was kind of confused because you were hold on, it'll come back to me, Max. My bad for cutting you off.
Hold on. If I was though, it's because you could be a Trey Lance supporter, right? And
no, but you were high on Trey Lance. You were high.
Let's say I was high on Trey Lance, right? Which I don't remember being high on him, but I mean, if I was, because I remember I was playing Madden, and you probably got that from Madden or something. But
yeah, most likely.
That the situation in San Francisco was not the right situation for him. It just wasn't. So that's 2 different things.
Why can you say that? Why can you say that?
Because I'm gonna get my spiel later because I got a whole spiel, but that's a Super Bowl ready team with a quarterback that is a project. So that's why it wasn't
let's keep it right there because I want people to understand because people they don't know what they talking about. And they're saying a lot of things, and they just don't understand. You got to start with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is the top 5 coach in the league. I want you to understand there's 2 things could be true. Kyle Shanahan has never, ever decided to change his offense because his offense works, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hold on. Stop that because you just what you're about to say. You're about to say something that he just said recently, but even if he just said it. History shows that 9 times out of 10, that's not true. Because in Washington, he did not change the offense.
I'm going to take his word for it.
In Cleveland, he never changed the offense. In Atlanta, never changed the offense. He always had a quarterback that played that specific style. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it's a knock on that. There's nothing wrong with the offense that he's running. But it requires a certain type of quarterback to run that offense. That's what Kyle Shanahan wants. That's why he wanted Mac Jones, because he could come in and immediately run that offense. He didn't even want Mac Jones for real. He didn't want Trey Lance. He didn't even want Jimmy. He wanted Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins performed the best in said offense. I get Matt Ryan won an MVP in offense, but Kirk Cousins is the one that fits that offense the best, and he wants Kirk Cousins. He probably still goes out and gets Kirk Cousins if he had the chance to go get him. This is a Super Bowl roster.
Come on now.
Yeah. He'd still go try to get Kirk Cousins if he had the chance. This is a Super Bowl roster. You had no business drafting Trey Lance. They didn't draft Trey Lance at 3 because he was a good quarterback in college. Like nobody ever said Trey Lance was good. Everybody knew Trey Lance was a project. That means you had to sit there and wait through the lumps for probably like a year or two because the physical attributes allowed you to see that he might be that special type of guy later on once he fully develops to go win the Super Bowl. Because to win a Super Bowl in this league, you need to be special at quarterback. So special at quarterback usually means super athletic, strong arm, can make plays off schedule. And a little bit of things that you've seen from Trey Lance or just off the athletic situation and the physicals, he can make plays off schedule. They had no business trying to draft him because they don't have the time to be wasting letting him develop. If he really wanted somebody to run that offense, he should have went out and got a bona fide quarterback. He said no to Tom Brady twice, that he didn't need Tom Brady. He was sticking with Jimmy Garoppolo. He could have got Kirk. He could have got Mac. John Lynch went Trey Lance for the simple purpose that you need a special quarterback, and they was going to wait and go through it. But with football, you can't expect grown men in the locker room to sit there and wait while we let this kid develop into something that we think he's going to be 3 years from now. If I'm trying to win a Super Bowl now and my contract not guaranteed, it was just never going to fly. It's not a Trey Lance issue. Trey Lance was always going to be a project. He's still a project. It's not that he's bad, but he didn't get drafted because he was good. He got drafted because of what he will be. Same way how Anthony Richardson is not good now. They drafted Anthony Richardson what he's going to be in 3 years. That's what it was. Right. It's not a Trey Lance situation. It's a front office disconnect that's going on up there. That's all it is. And people making it a Trey Lance situation.
We're kind of all saying the same thing, so I kind of want to pose the next question. And a lot of you, I think everybody said that he shouldn't have been drafted as high as he did. Max, you would agree with that?
I don't think the draft selection is the problem. I think the team is the problem. If he,
but do you agree? Do you agree that he was drafted too high?
I think it's
I don't think he was drafted too high. No,
I think it's if another.
I definitely believe. I definitely remember you being high on Trey Lance. I definitely remember you.
Okay, I don't think he was drafted too high. He was drafted to the wrong team. If he was drafted to another
organization, to be a top 5 pick.
Liking that pick though.
Huh?
He's supposed to be a top 5 pick because of the attributes. Same way how Anthony Richardson was a top 5 pick because of the attributes. The 49ers had no business having a top 3 pick. They should have never picked him.
Like that's the issue is that they traded 3 first-round picks to pick a project quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
they messed up. Trey Lance ain't do nothing wrong. Trey Lance did nothing wrong. Like at all.
I don't know about that. I mean, he could have been better for sure. I mean, he could have been better. He could have been better. I'm talking about you could have in the preseason. He could have played better in the preseason. Yes, he could have.
Are you seeing that because he's a project?
How?
No, he could have. What do you mean? How he could have been better in the preseason, bro? He could have played better.
How?
What are you talking about? He could have played better in the preseason. I'm not. This is a blanket statement.
I could be totally wrong. I could be misinterpreting.
We're talking about a project quarterback on his 8th game, bro.
Yeah,
good.
I think that's what he's saying, bro. Game.
You should. I feel like
you can't really expect. You can't expect more out of a project quarterback like that,
especially one that got injured.
I just feel like personally, I feel like he should be able to win the QB2 situation, but that's a whole different conversation. Which you probably gonna be like, Sam Darnold knows the experience, and I know what you're gonna say. We don't have to get
Sam Darnold literally played the best out of all 3 of them. They're only going with Brock Purdy because of continuity. If they wanted to put the best quarterback out there, they should have put Sam Darnold out there.
I just want to say this quickly thing. And then I think Jay got some questions for us. I think this situation relates a lot to the NBA and James Wiseman.
Yes.
I feel like I said this earlier, like maybe a few episodes ago, but like it's like it's the same parallel. James Wiseman coming out of Memphis, he played a few games in college, and then I think he got hurt or suspended or something like that. And then he came to a championship ready team. Yeah, he was uber talented. The Warriors had never had a center as talented as James Wiseman, but they didn't have the reps to give him. They didn't have time to wait for him to develop, and that was a terrible situation for him. With Trey Lance, he played 1 season in college in the FCS, and he was amazing in that 1 year. And in the COVID year, he didn't play. He came to a championship ready roster, and they didn't have the reps. They had the time to give him to develop. So I think.
And that's why it's not his fault. That's why it's not a Trey Lance issue.
Yeah,
they just got the pick, so it made Trey Lance look even worse than what he already was.
Yeah, I think James Wiseman. I think Trey Lance is a James Wiseman of the NFL. I think that situation is perfect, especially since they traded him going into year 3, and he's gonna get another shot.
That's a good connection, T. That's a good connection.
Yeah.
My
But
my question to you guys is this the worst draft trade ever? And T already said that it wasn't, I guess.
Yeah,
Nah,
no. I said the
Oh,
pick
no.
wasn't bad. I said like him getting selected 3 wasn't bad. This is one of the worst draft trades ever. Though.
Herschel Walker is still the worst.
Herschel
right?
Walker is the worst.
Herschel
Is the
Walker
worst
still by far the
draft
worst.
trade ever.
Yeah.
Like, that was like 10 first round picks.
Yeah. We were talking about the Cowboys and how they had dynasty. The Vikings gave them a dynasty, man, with that one trade.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
my
like
gosh.
10 first round picks. Or
I don't know
something.
if we'll ever see one like even the Nets trade, right? The Nets trade for like Paul Pierce and everybody. Like that's not even bad in comparison to the Herschel Walker deal. That was insane.
All right, so that was a quick response. Is there any hope left for Lance?
I'm not gonna lie. I think Cooper Rush is gonna be a QB2 because he has the experience. He has the locker room. Jerry Jones love him. I think he's gonna be a QB2 honestly until he loses
He
that
left
job.
one situation and got put in the same exact situation.
Yes.
I mean, he's not trading himself though. Like it's the two organizations' fault for trade. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna never be Trey Lance's fault. But the thing is, they're gonna label it a Trey Lance issue, like he's a bust because he's never really gonna get the opportunity to play. Like ever.
His career's over.
The only way this could have turned out possible if he would have ended up in Atlanta. Like Atlanta, if he was in Atlanta, it would have been good for him.
Even then, I'm thinking I'm thinking about different teams. Like, yeah, go sit behind quarterback competition. If I'm him, just go sit behind someone for you know what I'm saying? Like, sit behind a guy. I don't know if that's Burrow, Herbert. Like, they're too young. Like, I was gonna say Rodgers, but you got Zach Wilson back there. Like, sit behind an experienced guy and get like Josh Allen. A little bit, but he's not even that experienced. Have Mahomes. I'm just saying, sit behind a guy who knows how to play the quarterback position at a very high level.
The Bills offered is a 7th-round pick for him.
I think that would have been a better situation. Who's their backup?
He was never going to play though.
Barkley and Kyle Allen. Trey Lance needs to play football. He does not need to sit behind anybody. He needs to play football.
But he had an opportunity. I get it. Brock Purdy has experience.
He didn't.
He could have beat out Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold. Why didn't he beat them out? I think
he was never beating out Brock Purdy. He
does not. He does not have the reps. Brock Purdy was a 4-year starter. That's one. 2. It was a continuous. It's continuity with that team. Brock Purdy's already ingratiated with all those skill players. Trey Lance never had an opportunity to even play with half the players that Brock Purdy's throwing to, at all.
Yeah,
and you just watch Brock Purdy not. You watch Brock Purdy not lose a game until he got injured. Why would you change it if this is a Super Bowl roster? If they would have changed it, everybody would have looked at Kyle Shanahan like he was stupid. The same way they looked at Kyle Shanahan like he was stupid when they were starting. He was thinking about starting Trey Lance over Jimmy G because everybody wants to win. If you didn't lose to Brock Purdy, why would I not start Brock Purdy?
Yeah, no, I get it. But
this is actually.
I don't think anyone honestly thinks that Brock Purdy is going to win the Super Bowl this year. You know what I mean?
I think Kyle Shanahan said also today that he did build an offense around Trey Lance. Is that he never got to execute it because Trey Lance got injured. And I think that's valid. I don't know why.
No, this is actually crazy though. Like you get a quarterback at number 3, and then your starting QB in the next 2 years is Mr. Irrelevant. That's kind of insane. To be honest, bro, if I was Trey Lance, bro, in all honesty, no troll, I would feel bad about myself. You got to get in the gym, man. I know it was unseeable circumstances.
Trey Lance knows he has to play football. That's why he's upset. But he does not have the opportunity to play football.
This is embarrassing though. You're losing a battle to Mr. Irrelevant, bro.
Listen, I want you
as a number 3 pick.
Last year, the 49ers had 3 quarterbacks in the quarterback room, right?
Oh, there you go.
Right. Okay. Kyle Shanahan watched Jimmy G at practice, training camp, and OTAs. Kyle Shanahan watched Trey Lance at OTAs, practice, and everything. He also saw Brock Purdy in practice, minicamp, and OTAs, and said Trey Lance is the starter going into next season.
Was he not supposed to play? Was he not supposed to play? Was he not supposed to play the player he gave up 3 first-round picks for? Was he not supposed to play him?
If that's the case,
that's a big part.
Trey Lance would have started his first year, but he
didn't.
No,
because they had to give him a year to rest. They had to give a year to go behind. He had supposed to have a year to learn behind Jimmy G. That was supposed to be the plan.
You're right. That being said, he started Trey Lance. The only thing that happened between him starting Trey Lance and him deciding to go with Brock Purdy this year is one thing and one thing only. Trey Lance got hurt and nothing else. Literally nothing else happened. Like nothing else happened, bro.
And Brock Purdy went on a 7-game streak also. Yeah.
All possible because of what?
He got hurt. So, which I said, which we all, I think none of us really disagreeing on anything. I just think,
but I could be wrong. When training camp first started, I thought Trey Lance was doing well, but I guess he put up a stink.
No. I think Trey Lance started.
Kyle Shanahan said Sam Darnold won the job after the Raiders preseason game. After that first series where Trey Lance looked bad, mind you, every game after that Raiders game in the preseason, Trey Lance got better and better. Kyle Shanahan just already made his mind up.
He was good against the Broncos.
Kyle Shanahan made his mind up off of the first preseason game, but Trey Lance literally got better every single game.
But in training camp, Trey Lance put up a stink, right?
No, Trey Lance was actually outperforming Sam Darnold for various stretches.
See, that's what I was hearing that Trey Lance was doing great.
I thought in the overall scheme of things, Sam Darnold was the best quarterback for training camp and OTAs. But for a good chunk, Trey Lance was outperforming Sam Darnold for very certain sets and very certain packages. Like that's just what it is. But Kyle Shanahan already made his mind up. Kyle Shanahan had seen that he had an out. Oh, yeah, I can get out of this right now, and I can play who I want to play. And boom, he took the out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's not blame Trey Lance for something that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan messed up. It's clearly a John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan little headbutt going on. Like that's all it is, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I didn't want to go that far into saying that it's over for Trey Lance, but just thinking about the mental warfare, and I'm not even trolling. I promise I'm not trolling. Like a lot of stuff goes into that when you're losing your job to Mr. Irrelevant. You're a number 3 pick in a draft, bro. Like I feel like there's a lot of other things that's gonna get to him, but the mental warfare with that just alone. And I feel like he probably feels like he didn't. You said what?
Nah, I said that's a good take.
Yeah, just like I feel like he probably feels like he just got thrown out of the fire, like not thrown out of the fire, thrown into the fire for a lot of stuff. They don't believe in him and all other stuff. So I think it's just gonna be a lot of mental warfare. So it could be over.
Apologize. He apologized to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. He did. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't think.
What does that do though?
No, I'm saying he feels bad. I'm piggybacking off of you, basically. So I feel like he does. Yeah, he feels bad about the situation.
He apologized for something that he ain't even do. Like that's how crazy. He apologized for something he ain't even do. He apologized for their mistake.
He said he's a great kid. He's a great kid and all that. But
what? I don't know. What?
No. Kyle Shanahan literally said Trey's a great kid.
If somebody says you're a great kid, bro, what, bro? I ain't gonna lie. That would make me feel worse, bro. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that just means you're not that good.
Yeah,
like, what are we doing? Not that good. I don't know. I don't think unless Dak gets injured, even if Dak gets injured, right? God forbid Dak gets injured, but that guy's got injured like the last 2 seasons, right? It's still Cooper Rush, honestly. Like, because you know that locker room loves him over there. Jerry Jones loves him. He left him last year to a few wins last year. So yeah, it's gonna be Cooper Rush. So I don't see him getting a shot, bro. I really don't see him getting a shot.
The best spots for him would have been, like I said, Atlanta, because he could have possibly beat out Desmond Ridder.
I don't know. Dead ass, I don't know.
Possibly.
Desmond Ridder's not hard to beat out. Desmond Ridder wasn't good in college. He just won a lot. Cincinnati was just a good team.
I don't say nothing.
Yeah, it's really and maybe sit behind Geno. Like if I was Trey Lance, I'd sit behind Geno because let's be honest on Geno. Like let's really be honest on Geno. Like that ain't gonna last. Like,
Geno like 34 or something like that, right?
Around there.
Yeah, Geno old.
It could.
I think Tampa Bay would have been a decent spot. He would have got reps. He could have definitely beat out.
Yeah, I was thinking Tampa Bay, but like they're already dealing with Baker and Kyle, and they might be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. So it's like,
am I nasty to say Detroit would have been nice?
Yes,
Detroit wanted him, but Detroit, that's a waste of time because they already got Henry Hooker and they got Teddy Bridgewater.
What about Arizona?
They do have Henry Hooker.
Arizona would have been, but they weren't trading him in the division.
But at the same time, Caleb Williams would probably have that.
They don't care about trading Trey Lance in the division, bro. I promise you, they don't care about trading Trey Lance in the division, bro. They would have just traded him, bro. Like honestly,
if that's the case, I would have sent him to the Rams. I would have sent him to the Rams.
I don't know if they offered. I think there's only 2 teams that offered though.
All right, next topic, last topic.
Yeah, we did add best landing spots for Johnathan Taylor. Jaden.
I didn't see that.
It wasn't on there. Real quick, Jaden.
Yeah, we got to do better at communicating.
Okay,
you didn't want to hop. You didn't
want to participate. So yeah.
We'll talk about this later.
Anyways, best landing spots for Johnathan Taylor though.
Johnathan Taylor.
We talked about this earlier though.
Chief, you can go.
You can say my 2. I'll go my 2.
I think the best landing spot is the Dolphins. They ready to compete right now. They give them that $4 million deal. You don't really need a great running back in that system, but having Johnathan Taylor there would be very beneficial. I think that increased their ceiling a lot, especially with the loss of Jalen Ramsey. They need someone to take the pressure off Tua. Having Johnathan Taylor in that system where you already have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, having to worry about them, and then Johnathan Taylor backfield, that would be lethal. So I think
I want to go next.
Go ahead.
I'll say the Vikings. You just lose Dalvin Cook. You put in Johnathan Taylor.
That was actually that's a good one. I never heard. I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen that one before. That was a good one, Jay.
That was one of mine. That was one of mine.
All right, Q, you go next.
You got me. I ain't gonna lie.
You want me to go?
No, you go ahead.
I agree with Latif. I think Miami or Buffalo, either one. I think in that division, especially, it's only getting better. So to add as many pieces as possible, especially, I think Miami and Buffalo both have the same issue with having like a revolving door of running backs. But I think maybe Buffalo a little more. I think it'd be interesting to have an actual running game. But Miami, just the amount of weapons you have on offense would be insane. So I think one of those 2 teams would get him. And you got to you kind of need to make that because you want to be as competitive as possible in that division. So
he already said Minnesota, but my other team would be the Cowboys. And I understand they just tagged Tony Pollard, but if Indiana needs a running back, you could just give him back Tony Pollard because you can run everything through Johnathan Taylor. It's like they won't miss a beat. Like Johnathan Taylor is what Tony Pollard is, but better, like a lot better. O-line is
so you would try and trade. You try and trade.
Yeah, I don't care what Jerry Jones talking about. Take this 3rd round pick, or I'll give you Tony Pollard straight up in a 4th. I'll take Johnathan Taylor right now. Even if I gotta pay, I don't have to pay him. Like you don't gotta pay him. Like you just pay for another running back or draft another running back next year.
Yeah, and JT's a better running back.
All right. That was our best landing spots for Mr. JT. This is wrapping up the episode. This was actually pretty fun, man. This is one of the episodes I had the most fun in the last few episodes. It's just great. A lot of energy. Episode 46. Make sure you follow all the socials at the top. It's under damn near the same names. Just appreciate all the support. Especially the support on the reaction videos to the USA games. We've been getting some good engagement with that, I should say. Yeah, just appreciate all the support. And we'll be coming back at y'all for another episode soon. But yeah, we're out. Appreciate y'all.